and I I dabbled in, back and forth between pagan beliefs and Christian beliefs. And I actually wasn't until we were in Texas, which was, shoot, 4 years ago. I had happened to watch something on TV, and I don't really watch a lot of TV, but I did when I was in Texas because I was out in the middle of nowhere and there was really nothing else to do. I had no friends out there. I had no family out there. So I did that, and I was an online student, so I did a lot of homework. But anyway, so I was watching TV, and I watched something about Sylvia Browne, and there was something about her that just caught my attention. I don't know what it was, but I liked her, and I felt like this instant connection. And one day, I was actually, and I'd heard that she was an author, and one day, Christopher, one day I had actually gone to the Seagoville Library, which is the library there, and they actually had one of her books, and I don't remember which one it is, because that's one of that I don't own. But I decided to pick it up, and I think part of the reason why I was so attracted to her is because of all the paranormal. I'm really interested in the paranormal, and I think that's probably a big part of why I was immediately attracted to her. But anyway, so I read this book. It had something to do with 10 rules or something like that, but one of the things that she talked about in her book was she talked about the lack of the female, the lack of the feminine aspect of a higher power. Okay. Mwah, there. The lack of a feminine aspect of a higher power. And that kind of caught my attention because as far as I could tell, reading some of her stuff in her bio, was that she was brought up in a Catholic background. And I just thought, well, this is a Christian book, but a lot of the stuff that she talked about in her book was really spoke volumes to me. And she also talked about how there is a feminine aspect to deity as well as a masculine, and that there needs to be there is a balance between the two. And she talks about how if God is so perfect, then why would he have a human emotion such as jealousy or greed? And that is when I had my light bulb moment, because from that moment on, I knew that what I perceive God was far different from the Christian perspective, because God is perfect and does not feel such emotion as greed or jealousy, God, to me, is loving, compassionate, and supportive, and wants us to love and think. And if God wanted us to just worship this one God, then why would there be free will? Why not just create a world with no free will, where we all just do this one, worship this one God the way that we were meant to? And that is when I started down my new spiritual path. Not as a Wiccan, not as a Catholic, not as a Christian, but as a spiritualist, or as just learning as much as possible as I can from other people, and incorporating ideas that fit into my belief systems to me. I believe spiritualism is a private path. And it shouldn't fit into a mold that everybody has to believe a certain way. We're all different. We all think differently. We all looked differently. Why should that be the same for religion? And so, back to, I'm getting off topic again, but that is basically when I realized that I'm put here to do some good things. I want people to watch me grow spiritually. And I want to be able to spread love and open-mindedness. And I hope people share their insights and their thoughts with me. It's been about a few years. We've been back in California for 2 years now. And that is when I started doing a lot more research in other faiths other than Christianity or pagans, or I started studying a lot of I started reading the Quran, and I actually read things about shamanistic beliefs, and as well as Taoism and the Kabbalah belief system. And I actually am just started a new year and a day training, and I actually started it the beginning of the year, January. So it's kind of my New Year's resolution, is to awaken spiritually, and I wanted to do this right this time. So I am redoing my year and a day training. This is month 3, so things are going well, and it's been great, and I've loved experience. I almost feel like my eyes are opened again for the first time. It's just such a refreshing and rewarding experience to have gone from where I was to where I am now. And I hope that people will learn from my experiences, and I would love to learn from you guys as well. So if anybody has anything that they want to say on any of my videos, let me know. Please, I understand that some of the stuff that I've talked about in this video are kind of controversial. Just, all I ask is, please have an open mind, and please show some respect. And it's okay to disagree with what I believe, but just be respectful about it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Blessed be.